Hello friends, I am Dr. Sailesh Kaushal, Department of Business Administration, University of Lucknow, Lucknow. So I am going to explain the exploratory factor analysis. In a previous lecture, I discussed how many factors we should retain in our study. Okay, so there are three criteria. One is latent root criteria, priori criteria, and percentage of variance. Now after this, the process of factor interpretation. Here estimate the factor matrix. I'll discuss factor rotation and factor interpretation. So what does that mean? I'm explaining one by one what is the meaning of factor matrix. So this is the factor matrix. In this factor matrix we can see there are three components, the component 1, 2 and 3 horizontally, and vertically these are the variables x4, x11, x. Okay, so this is the factor matrix. Generally factor matrix, the purpose of factor matrix to know which particular variable is highly related to the particular factor. So the variable x4 complaint resolution, it is highly related to this factor 1 because its value is 0.917. It's a factor loading. Basically the technical term in factor analysis, it's a factor analysis, but it is nothing but a correlation between this variable and factor 1, and the another is this. Okay, so the third variable highly related to factor 1 and less related to factor 2 and 3. Same as the three variables or questions highly related to the factor 2 and the other three variables of question highly related to factor this. Okay, now it's a researcher choice to give the name of these three questions. So the researcher will summarize the name of the three variables. Okay, so it's a researcher choice. He can give the name of this particular variable. So if I am giving the, for example, the three questions: online service, Salesforce image, advertising. So it means these three variables are telling about the marketing. So you can give another name which is related to the marketing also. So it's a researcher choice to summarize the data. Now the you can see here communities. Communities means when we square up this factor loading plus square of this factor loading. I did not write here because the factor loading value less here, and the square of this factor loading, then we can get the community. Okay, so in each row, for example in this second row, we square of this factor loading plus square of this factor loading plus square of this factor loading, and we can obtain the value of communities. Community is basically telling about the variance, means this particular variable varies 89%. Okay, and another is this 2.589 square vertically. When we square the factor loading, square of this plus square of this plus square of this, and some other factor loading also I did not mention here, but I can square of all the factor loading vertically, and then we will obtain the value of 2.589. and same as we can obtain, these are the eigen value. Okay, eigen value. And when the variance, percentage of press means variance, so this 2.589, when we divide the number of variables, then we obtain the variance. So it is a variance 22.16, 18 point, and this, and total cumulative 80%. So this is the purpose of the factor estimate the factor matrix. Next is factor rotation. So factor rotation, there are two types of rotation, orthogonal and oblique. On orthogonal, we the change it 90 degree. So this is orthogonal factor analysis. So what is the purpose of orthogonal factor matrix? So I am just creating the small factor matrix. So the, for example, this is f1, f2, f3 horizontally factors and vertically variables, means question v1, v2, v3. Okay, so in this factor matrix, if we do not rotate it like this, I am drawing the 90%. You can see here this, there are two, this one and this one. Okay, so the variable when we project here, so its value about 0.7 something, and this value is almost 0.5. so this variable, its value 0.7 and 0.5 and 0.1 for in factor 3. Okay, so this particular variable giving high value under this factor 1 and high value under factor 2. So we cannot decide whether we should take this variable under the factor 1 or factor 2. So if one variable is giving high value under the two factors or more than two factors, it's a problem of cross loading, which is not desirable for our study. So how to remove this cross loading problem? So the method of cross loading problem, so we rotate it 90%. Okay, means 90% means axis, this 90%, and the angle may be 30% or 40%. So this, when we rotate this, then then again we project this variable v1. So here again you can see the, after rotating, this is the variable f1, f2, f3. Now what is the value? It is almost 0.9, and when we project on what this vertically on x-axis, it is almost 0.1. so it reduce the value. Earlier it was 0.5, when we rotate it, it's the another axis value reduce. Okay, so this is the purpose of rotation of factor the orthogonal. Okay, so through this we can remove the problem of the cross loading. Okay, now the third is factor interpretation. So customary, which factor loading are significant, what should be the sample size, number of factors. So it is we can take it from this table. So if my sample size, so I generally we take the factor loading should be greater than 0.6. Okay, but if my sample size is large, like 250 or 350, then we can take 0.3 factor loading value also. Okay, so the factor loading value depend on the sample size. If my sample size is high, then low value of factor loading desirable. Okay, now process of factor interpretation. Process re-specification of a factor model if needed. Okay, so sometimes we take many variables in our study, but some variables are not related to our study, then we delete them and we re-specify our model also. So deletion of variable from the analysis, some relevant, if we are not including the relevant variable, then we should delete the irrelevant variables. Desire to specify different rotational approach. There are many approaches: oblique approach, rotation, orthogonal approach. So generally we take orthogonal approach. Need to extract different number of factors, means how many factors we should take. Desire to change method of extraction. Now interpreting the factors. Examine the factor matrix, factor of loadings, and on the basis of factor matrix we interpret the result. Identify the highest loading across all factors. When we conduct the exploratory factor analysis, then we obtain the values like this. These are the variable v1, v2, v3, and these are the factors f1, f2, f3, like 0.236, 0.87, 0.83. So we take the highest loading across all factor. In this factor 1, if 3 values are greater than 6 means highest, so we will choose only 3 variable and we don't take the less value. Okay, so in each factor we take only high value of factor loading, and assessing the communities of the variable and label the factors. Label the factor means we club same nature of questions and then give the name, summarize. Okay, label the factors. So in this case study we can take the label of the factors. So these three in this factor matrix you can see here the v variable f1, f2, f3. Okay, so now the variable this x4, x11, x10. So these three variable are giving high value under factor f1, and another three questions or variables giving high value under factor 2, and another three variable, these three are giving high value under the factor 3. Now they label the variable. When we club all the three variables, then we give the name. So it's a researcher choice to give the name of the particular factor. So here there are three questions: complaint resolution, delivery speed, and order and billing. So we can understand all the three questions are telling about the customer service. So we have given or summarized or labeled the factors, and all the three questions are related to marketing. So we have given the name of this factor, marketing, and these three questions related to product value. So we have given the name of product value. So this is the criteria to give the name of the factors. Now validation of the factor analysis. Further we can use confirmatory perspective, means we can apply confirmatory factor analysis CFA by using AMOS software, then assessing factor structure stability, detecting influential variable if present. Okay, and then other uses of factor analysis means results. So there are three things here. You can selecting the surrogate variables, creating summated scale, computing factor score. So here we can take the variables in the first column v1, v2, v3, v4 and so on, and these are the factors f1, f2, f3. Okay, now the selecting surrogate variable. Surrogate variable means, for example, this factor has 0.98, 0.93, 0.87. Surrogate variable means maximum variable. So this is the value of surrogate variable 0.98, the 0.82, 0.93, 0.94. So what is the surrogate variable here? The maximum value of this. So there is one way to select the surrogate variable, and another is we can club, we can take mean value, we can create a summated scale, means we can take mean all the three and create the another variables f1, f2, f3. Okay, so f1, so in our data sheet there are many variables v1, v2, v3, v4, v5. So we can create another three variables like f1, f2, f3 on the basis of summated scale. Means if under this there are three variables, so we can take the mean of this and create this variable. So this is known as creating summated scale. And computing factor score, so we can get through the analysis also. By when we tick one option, then we can get this computing factor score. Okay, so this is about the exploratory factor analysis. In the next lecture, we will discuss the case study. The case study of national. This is the case study of the factor analysis. So thank you very much.